So the Fed wants to create its own stablecoin, its own Fed coin. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about the implications of this. What does it all mean? The article and my, personal thoughts on this thing. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on, the government creating their own Fed coin in the comment section below on this one. I'm definitely going to read you guys' comments on this one for sure. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm going to journey to my second Bitcoin while helping as many people to their first. I'm not a financial advisor, just a little cowboy, right, with a lizard brain, gorilla arms, and diamond hands exploring the wildest of cryptocurrency with a whole bunch of other cowboys. If you want to join me and the bunch of cowboys, hit the subscribe button down below and head to cowboysofcrypto.com to be official one there today. Blah. It's late. Basically, the Fed is creating this Fed coin. Well, not exactly creating, right? The Fed is evaluating whether to launch a digital currency and in what form, Powell says. Now, first of all, I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him. And I could probably throw him pretty far, but I don't trust him that because I got gorilla arms. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the guy that's printing the money. And not exactly. He's probably a nice dude, nice surly old grandpa. But look, I don't trust the central banks. I don't trust the government. I don't like it. That's why I'm in the spirit of crypto, baby. And so he wants to, and not just he, right? I'm just being superlative, hyperbolic. The Fed is looking to create a Fed coin, okay? Before we go down what the implications are for the United States to create the Fed coin, you should know that I just learned that there are 5 countries in the world that already have a centralized cryptocurrency, a centralized stablecoin. Okay, and we're gonna go here, central bank digital currency tracker, right? This is great. And so we could see here that there are 5 countries that launched a stable coin. 14 are in pilot. Okay, so if we go just to the 5 that launched the stable coin, we see one of them is Bahamas. Okay, they launched the Bahamian Sand Dollar. Okay, they launched it. Okay, which is kind of amazing. And then here we see 4 more countries. They're small, right? St. Kitts and Antigua, what was that? Barbuda? I don't know. I never heard of that one. I'm St. Lucia, and no offense to the Barbudans out there, but I just don't know. Never heard of you. And Grenada, okay, whatever. So that they're smaller countries, but they've launched it, and I applaud them for being the first ones ever to launch these things. Now, what's interesting are the pilot ones, things that are the countries that are sent out. The tests. China obviously is the big glaring one, right? The digital yuan. And then there's Saudi Arabia, which is interesting. You have Ukraine and Sweden in there too, as well as Singapore. All right, this and Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is amazing. So let me just draw this first conclusion. 1, this is inevitable. Okay, this is inevitable. The move for countries and their central banks to create a centralized stablecoin is inevitable. We should not fear this. This is the way of the future. It is an upgrade in technology, okay? Before we were dealing with precious rocks, then we were dealing in precious metals. Now before we were dealing in paper, now we're dealing in digital ledgers, right? And we're not even in decentralized ledgers. We're in centralized ledgers right now. And basically how that works is the way money is happening right now. You go to your bank, and my bank is Chase, and say your bank is Wells Fargo. If I want to send money to you, Chase doesn't send over like a little, paper dollar. Okay, here's your paper dollar. No, they just have a ledger, like a centralized book, right, of what Aaron has, what little money Aaron has, and they go over to you and what big money you have, and they settle their books, and that's how that works. Okay, so there's no actual transfer of an asset, right? It's just settling books. Like, okay, yeah, minus plus, boom, done. This is all done. Okay, this is the natural evolution of technology of money. Why not just create a centralized coin? And we're going to go through the pros and cons of all this stuff really quick. But for me, there are a lot of pros here. Okay, pro number 1, when I was just buying my house, it took like no one accepted payment on a weekend. The banks only work from 9 to like 2 or 3, something like that. And so my check didn't clear, and they wouldn't clear the check before or after. And so there's this lag time in sending my money over. And because of that lag time, me and my family and my $1 were homeless for a whole weekend, okay? And now we didn't sleep under a bridge, or, we had a house that, we had, her parents' house to stay in. But I'm saying, like, it took a whole weekend for anyone to even look at the thing. It takes manpower, that takes cost. But if we had a centralized Fed coin, like a digital dollar that's a stable coin, hey, you know what? The good stuff, it's going to cost less. The banks won't have a fee in that anymore. It's 24/7. The banks, it's not controlled by a centralized bank, and their hours from 9 to freaking 2. You know what I'm saying? Like that's good. So it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be faster. And then it's going to be, not just faster, like instant, like quick, instant settlement, which is great because if you want to buy a house, if you want to send it over, like, that really puts a squeeze on like Venmo and all that kind of stuff. Those payment processors. I'm not sure how that's going to work. There are some cons, though. There are some cons. First con, you and I will lose privacy. Okay, right now the Biden administration wants to push through this this plan, this proposal where they can, big brother eagle eye on you and me if we have a bank account over $600. Not just bank accounts, investing accounts, any account, your Venmo account. It does not matter. Okay, all of that privacy is gone. Like they want to know every transaction that you're making. And if you use the digital dollar, if we start getting on this digital stable coin, the US Fed coin or whatever, they can see all that on blockchain. They just attach the wallet to you, KYC, know your customer, all your information, boom, in there. And they're tracking every single transaction that you make. And they can track the history of that coin. And it is a little scary for me because I give up my privacy for convenience. And that is something that we should, in my opinion, ever do. To give up your privacy, to give up your own sovereignty for the convenience doesn't make sense to me. It's not good. And two, the second bad thing is kind of hand in hand. Not only do you lose privacy, but the government gains more control. Okay, the government I have no idea how they're going to program this. They could program it with a tax in it, right? Instead of figuring out your taxes and bringing it over to the tax guy, they'll just whoop, give me those taxes. Oh, what's that? You just switched over? Blip blip, give me those taxes. Like the control of the government would just be stepped up even further, and they can track you. I just don't like any of it. There is one pro, though. There's one pro that I need to come back to. I feel like it legitimizes Bitcoin. I had a conversation the other day with a crypto skeptic, multi-millionaire in real estate, certainly a very, very intelligent man, smarter than me. He was very skeptical. He has $0 invested in real estate. Links in the description in the video. You should check it out. He has very good counterpoints to it. But one of his fears or anxieties was that, hey, what if the United States makes a Fed coin? Why wouldn't we just buy that Fed coin? That might crash Bitcoin. And to that I say, I hope they do, baby. I hope they do. Why? Because that legitimizes Bitcoin as a crypto. Like, why would I hold a coin that does nothing? It's a stable coin. It's $1. It's $1. When I have Bitcoin that grows by 200% every year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it legitimizes Bitcoin. It's like a big walking advertisement. Like the United States is advertising Bitcoin if they make their own stablecoin. It just legitimizes it. It just legitimizes it. And then if anything, I'm just gonna sell my stablecoin and buy more Bitcoin, baby. Why? Come on, man. To me, it's a no-brainer. Okay, I think that's the first biggest pro. Back to the pros. The second biggest pro, I think, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure how they're going to construct it or whatever, because there's like, it has to be this world reserve. You know, it's got to be remain in power over the other digital currencies. But here's, I think, the second one. Hopefully, they can't print anymore. That guy Jerome Powell can't be cranking that money printer, because now we'll know. Well, we already know. I don't know. I go back and forth on that one. I just hope they can't inflate it. They shouldn't be able to. And even if they do, we just buy more Bitcoin, baby. We just buy more Bitcoin. So come on, bring on the fedcoin. We're not scared of it. We're cowboys out here with lizard brains, gorilla arms, and diamond hands, exploring the wild west of cryptocurrency together. Hit subscribe button. If you like this content, give me a like if you're feeling generous. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.